What do you say? He lost to one guy in how long?
3 years. Almost 4. In 2013.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow, time flies.
Was it Dos
man.
Anjos?
Yes.
Okay, it was Rafael Dos Anjos. He lost to him twice.
When did he fight Nate Diaz?
I remember that fight. Yeah, that was
a
a
while
frustrating
ago.
loss.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Was that a decision? I remember the fight, but I don't remember the outcome. So I should just say
It was a
I don't remember the fight.
decision. It was a decision. It was fun though, because they with the attitudes and stuff, it's good.
Yeah, Nate had a more.
Yeah, you got.
Oh, that guy has some attitude.
Hey,
So,
listen, did you read about Cyborg?
That's exactly. This is why Matt and I we have what we call
Yes.
sometimes synergy.
Synergy.
On the way home on the subway, sometimes Matt and I will say that was a lot of synergy in that show, and the other one will go, "Good point."
It's true. I usually say good point because it's the first time I use the word synergy.
Fair enough. It's a terrible word. She did make a statement about what Dana said on our last podcast.
It's a little. What did you think? If the read, I read her statement.
In all honesty,
She's having a hard time making.
she sounded like that was a fairly believable statement, but again, Dana seemed like
No, but the
pretty frustrated.
thing is this. No, she talked about how bad the weight cut was, where she feels like she almost died, and that was making 140. But she's always been lobbying, I guess the word is, for having a 145-pound weight class, and she could be the champion, and because it's safer for her. Then she can't get to 135.
What was she gonna fight Holly
That's why
at?
they did the catch weight. Yes, but they said it wasn't enough time. I think
At 140.
was it 140 or 145?
Holly actually came out and said that they were willing to take the fight at 136 pounds and 138 pounds. They just weren't willing to do it at 145. But Cyborg wasn't willing to take it at 145 either. So Holly wasn't going to do it. But Jermaine Durandame was definitely ready to take it at 145.
I'll say this: Cyborg doesn't strike me as the type who's afraid.
No.
fight.
But if you read that statement, there's a lot of different things in there that were concerning.
Break
that
it down
concerns
because you might have seen that.
Well,
differently.
the thing is this. Now, how long was it until she made her last weight cut? When was that? Do we know, Chris? How last
she
time
had to cut
make that weight
24
cut?
pounds in a week. She said.
Yeah, she was kind of throwing the guy that the nutritionist guy under the bus. Saying
Dude,
that guy-
24 pounds in a week.
Yeah,
How does that
something's-
happen?
Something's weird with that. I don't know. I don't know. But regardless, the thing is this: she has 10 weeks. Right? Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Yeah, the Lena Landsberg fight was the last time
When
she
was
had
that?
to cut down. That was the end of September.
That was
September
that was the
24th.
end of September, and they were going to give her. So that was a little. It's not like that was yesterday or anything. So they were, but they were going to give her 10 weeks though. 10 weeks to make 145. Right? The weight that she wants to fight at and defend. 10 weeks is not a short amount of time.
Over 2 months.
You know what I mean? It might be a different thing because 170 and I got real fat because my wife was pregnant, but I had to lose a lot of weight getting ready for my Matt Hughes fight.
What's the
And I
most
did
you had
that-
to lose in a week?
I don't know about that whole week thing. I forget that, but I know where I start and where I get to with proper diet and doing the right thing. And it takes me a long time would be like 2.5 months would be like 10 weeks you should be able to make the weight especially the weight that she's it's not 135, it's 145. The weight that she's used to fighting at and the weight that she wants to fight at. Correct, Chris?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, good. I just want somebody back me.
Well, she's the champ in Invicta.
Yeah, at what weight?
145.
What's her record? Do you have a record?
Yeah,
I believe she's undefeated, correct?
And listen, I think she's a
She's not.
she's a badass. She's
Yes,
a
she is.
badass. She's tough as hell. But then what did also a thing that really
She's 17-1 and she has a 1-no contest. Okay.
what made me raise my eyebrows and say was the part that she's also saying that she's battling some severe depression. That's when you're like, all right, now look, the fighting's a mental game. I don't think it's a matter of her making weight in 10 weeks. I think there's something else going on if she's saying the whole battle and depression thing. That's listen, I'm not saying she should fight or anything.
Sure.
I'm saying you gotta see a therapist, get that shit taken care of first. Concentrate on I'm not even talking about her physical health. Talk about your mental health. If you're feeling like you're getting severe depression and this and that, then I don't know if you should be getting ready for a fight. You should look into that. No, Jimmy, I don't know. I mean, listen, I've dealt with mental illness before.
No, buddy.
I'm fucking psycho, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I do
I'm a
know what
psychopath.
you mean, and you got to address it. She said my
Yes.
last weight cut, I almost died. I was in the bathtub cutting weight, and I thought I will die in this bathtub. It was the worst cut of my life. Maybe that put the whammy on her a little bit. I say that a lot, but maybe
What, whammy?
Yeah.
Sorry, I get excited with its funny words.
It's a great word.
Go ahead.
But when something happens, it might traumatize you a little bit, and it might spiral you. It was almost like when you lose a fight. Like, does it make people get fucked up? Like, I can't win anymore. Or what does it do to you mentally, or for comedian bombing? Does it put a
100%?
And she said something about all I wanted. I did the podcast. I had my eye on this comedian. He wasn't available, and that sent her into a depression.
Is that what I thought? It maybe.
Boo, Jim.
Where's that
fucking boo?
That's not boo. That's great. That's great.
Oh, and I.
You always said you were
second.
You always said you were smitten with her. Oh no, wait, that's the other one. That's Joanna.
Joanna, I love Joanna. Winks at you, it drives you crazy. Yeah. I told you, she gives you like a little friendly. It's a fun, flirty. You have no shot wink. It's not misleading. Like, I don't think like, oh, Joanna and Jake kind of. It's we're just being fun. We're having some fun.
I'm not
here.
being a dick. You think you could take her in a fight?
No, I couldn't.
Right. She's listen.
No, I couldn't take her in a fight.
Not for nothing. Either could that guy.
Chris.
No, absolutely.
No, well, listen, she'll fucking listen to me. I'll use my jiu-jitsu to defend myself only because.
Let me tell you something.
I don't defend myself. She's tough as shit, though.
I outweigh her by 20 pounds. That's the only advantage I'd have. But she's so skilled that you think she wouldn't put her fucking finger in my eye or my throat or my balls or knock my teeth out? No, I'm not fucking with her. No.
Hey, listen.
No, I couldn't beat any of them.
Can we get off the subject? You know why? Because out of everything you say, oh, you put a finger in, could you be normal for 2 seconds?
Finger in my eye.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't listening too well.
No, I said I said she put a finger in my eye.
Okay.
Like, if I was like,
yeah.
No, she'd kill me.
Hey, listen. That's the last thing you got. She'll carve you up like a turkey with those elbows.
Yeah.
Like a Thanksgiving Day turkey.
How much
Gobble,
she weigh?
gobble.
125?
I don't know. Yes.
Well,
No.
she's the 115 champ. So
Yes.
115. Sorry.
So she probably walks around a little heavier.
Well, then I outweigh her by 30 pounds.
You want me to train you? Put a special fight together?
I still, as light as she is, I still probably couldn't lay a hand on her.
Nah, she's beating the average.
And she
dude.
could literally, again, she could absolutely take someone my size and put me in a fucking lock and break something. She has enough jujitsu where she doesn't have to be stronger than me. She could break something. Yes, so no, I'm not fucking with her or any of those women. I don't think because I'm a male, I can beat them up.
Yeah.
No, they just know more.
I think I could take her to a lovely dinner and have a fun, enchanting conversation, share some laughter.
So no question.
And
about that.
strike out horribly with any of them.
That's true.
I'm going to date a woman in the UFC. That's my goal.
What do you want to do?
Date a woman in the UFC.
Yeah, well, they are pretty and they got skills.
Yes. But then most of them are off. They're all dating. You know, Rhonda's dating a guy who's
Travis?
Forget it. Forget. I wouldn't hit on Rhonda for at least 10 years after they broke up, just to make sure he was over it.
You give him a...
Amanda has no interest in me whatsoever. Joanna is dating someone who has no interest in me whatsoever. Who else is there? Misha Tate is a boyfriend who could throw me through a wall, as could she. No interest in me. Holly's a fucking kickboxer married to a guy who's a lot taller than me. No interest. I'm in bad shape.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you should look through all of them and see who's single.
Rose A has no interest in me, and B is dating a fucking heavyweight fighter who could probably knee me into paralysis. You don't fuck with
So
Pat
why do
Barrett.
you...
So I better move along. I better
maybe
find
you
a
should-
comedian or actress.
Yeah, man.
But I wouldn't mind. I think it'd be
you
fun
know.
to watch it, to do a dating. Although I think you have to be a fighter to date someone who's a fighter, because the pressure of watching, like I dated a comedian one time, and just watching her get heckled, I got so fucking
How'd that
angry and
go?
defensive.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, she's funny, she's brilliant, but I can imagine as a fighter watching someone, even though it's another woman, beating your fighter up or beating a girl you like up, it's gotta be hard.
You know what's funny? What?
Meaning, if you're a fighter,
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
watching
Yeah,
another
yeah.
fighter beat your girlfriend is gonna be hard.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny, man. The personalities do make a difference because you look at some of these girls and these comedians, and the funny girls, the girls are up there. You're like, oh man, they make them even sexier.
Yeah.
No, the girls that are funny, the comedians.
See, for me, I like that, but it's not a sexual quality to me. Like, me and my opener's name is Kelsey Cook, and she's very, very cute.
Okay.
She's dating a comedian. She's a boyfriend. But we have a very friendly, appropriate relation. Like, there's nothing flirty. I don't fuck comedians. I dated one and that's it. I don't do that.
Oh, you swear off comedians?
Not that I swear them off, but I enjoy them so much as people. And I love them so much as people that it makes
Not
me
as lovers?
feel- You know, man, they don't want to. Believe me, it's not like they're beating my door down going, we need Martin Dick. None of them are interested either. But to me, I like a funny woman, but it's not to me a sexually necessary quality.
Yeah.
I think it makes a man sexier to a woman than a woman to a man. Because, you know what I mean? For some reason,
really?
I think so, yeah. Like, I think guys like funny women, but to me, there's other things that will make a woman sexually attractive to me. Humor's great, but it's not necessary for me to be attracted to you.
Like a great ass.
Oh, my
I'm an ass man.
I could literally, if a girl had a great enough ass, I wouldn't care if she had a Hitler mustache. I'd still fucking.
You let her in your mouth?
Oh, Matt just broke wind.
I did not.
Come on.
It was Chris the producer.
But to answer your question, yes, that's precisely what I'm saying. Now, and believe me, we've all had a girl fart in our face before.
Never. I don't agree to that. What are you saying?
Now, all right, maybe I'm just maybe I'm making too sweeping a statement.